Hi everyone, welcome back. How are you all doing? So we were discussing about nouns, the types of nouns and the nouns, like what are the different kinds of nouns we were discussing. So in the previous sessions we have seen like about common noun, proper noun, concrete noun, abstract noun, all these different kinds of nouns we have gone through. So some more nouns which are left over today we'll be seeing like again. Okay, so the next noun is singular and plural nouns. Singular and plural nouns. When we are talking about singular and plural nouns, this like when coming across singulars, many a times in the previous sessions also we have just said, like I have just told you what a singular noun is. First of all, we know what a noun is, isn't it? So singular means single. All those which are just one. So singular noun is nothing but any noun which is only one in number. Here when we are talking about singulars and plurals, it is actually the number which we are talking about. Okay, so singular means any noun which is only one. One is single, that is called as singular noun. Like only one cat, one dog. So instead of saying one every time, we'll be using the article in front of singular nouns. So while discussing about articles, you can just refer the articles video if you want. So in that also we have come across this particular point saying whenever we are using articles with singular, we'll either use a or an depending upon whether it is a vowel or a consonant. Since here both are consonant sounds, we'll be using a cat, a dog. Okay, so there we are using article a or an, so along with singular. So what is this plural noun? So plural noun is just the opposite, or we can say when it is only one, it is singular. When there are more than one, two or more, we call it as plural. Two or more. Any noun which is used to tell about two or more nouns of animals, things, places, because noun is nothing but a naming word of animal, place, person or thing, right? So here when we are trying to talk about animals, things or persons, when they are more in number, we call it as plural noun. Okay, so there are certain rules how the singulars are supposed to be transformed into their respective plurals. We'll be seeing one after the other. Okay, few rules and few exceptions which come across, right? You can call them as rules or points to be remembered. So first rule you can see. The first rule is, suppose in general case, in general for regular nouns, if you want to transform a singular noun to a plural noun, okay, you will simply add s at the end. Add s. This hyphen before s is indicating, this hyphen before s indicates that it should be added at the end. Okay, so to make regular nouns into plural form, this is for regular nouns into their plural form. You will be adding s at the end. Like you can say, just now we have seen a cat. This is singular, a cat. If you want to make it as plural, you will be simply adding s at the end. So it will become cats. Or else we have seen a dog. So while it is in plural, you won't be accompanying it with any articles. Okay, like we have seen, no articles will come for plurals, right? Only for singular noun you will be you will be dealing with articles. A or an will come in front of a singular noun, not before a plural noun, right? So this will become dogs. This is the case with general regular nouns. That is the first rule. Okay. So you can just go or refer to as many examples as you can. You can make as many examples as you can using the simple regular noun and transforming it into its plural. That is the first rule. The second rule is whenever a singular noun ends with, if a singular noun is ending with any of the following which I say in general. Like if it is ending with, I'll write them a bit bigger, with S, okay, or if it is ending with SS, okay, or with SH, or with CH, or with an X, or with a Z. Whenever a singular noun is ending with any of these, like S, SS, SH, CH, X or Z, the plural form is formed by simply adding ES at the end. By adding this, add ES at the end to make it as a plural. Just to make it as a plural, you need to add what? ES. When will you add ES? Whenever a noun is ending with S, SS, CH, SH, X or Z. So, in all these cases, the noun will be getting its plural form not by adding an S but an ES. We will see few examples. Okay? Remember, I have told when a noun ends with S. Suppose bus. Bus is a singular. Here I am writing about, this is singular and the respective plural here. Now we are saying with rules. If a noun is ending with S. For example, bus. So it is ending with S. So what is the rule? The rule is you have to add ES at the end. So the plural will be formed by adding ES at the end. Right? Now, whenever a noun ends with SH. SH. So, suppose you can say bush. Here it is ending with SH. So the rule is, it will be transformed into its plural form by simply adding ES. That is the plural. Now if a noun is ending with CH. CH like church. Church. The plural will be churches. Okay. Now if a noun is ending with X, like box or fox, so it will become boxes. Okay. If a noun is ending with Z, blitz, it will become blitzes. We haven't seen SS. If a noun is ending with SS, can you guess any word like cross, toss? Okay, anything. So it will be crosses. Crosses, right? So this is the second rule. So what is the second rule? Whenever a singular noun is ending with any of the following like S, SH, CH, SS, X or Z. So all these you will have to add ES at the end to make it into its plural form. Okay, that is the second rule. Now, if a noun If a noun is ending with F, if a noun is ending with F or FE, then its plural will be formed. If a noun ends with F or FE, F or FE, then the plural will be formed. Plural is formed by simply replacing the F with V. Okay. Replace F with V and add ES, or otherwise we can simply say add VES. Right? Add VES. So suppose here only like F has to be replaced with V. So whenever it is ending like this, you have to use this particular case. For example, wife. Wife. It's ending with FE. But I told you, like F has to be replaced with V. And ES should be added as it is. Okay, F has to be replaced with V and ES is added. So it will become wives. Suppose wolf. Wolf. So F has to be replaced with V. Wolves. It becomes wolves. This is the rule. There is an exception for this. Suppose if this particular F is preceded by a vowel. Okay, if the preceding letter of this F is, preceding letter means if it is having a vowel before it. If it is having a vowel before it, that means if the noun is ending with F, noun is ending with F, and if there is a vowel before it, you will simply add S. That is an exception. What is the exception here? What is exception in this particular rule? If the singular noun is ending with F and have a vowel preceding it. If it has a vowel preceding it, then simply add S. Then simply add S. For example, roof. Roof. It will become roofs. Chef becomes chefs. Okay. Belief. Beliefs. Okay. So here when there is a vowel preceding the F, then you will simply add an S. In the previous case, when we were saying about, like when we were talking about when there is a noun ending with S, for that also there is an exception. Okay, an exception in some cases when a noun ends with S or Z. In some cases when a noun is ending with S or Z, you will not be directly adding ES. Instead, what will you do? You will add one more S to it and then add ES. Okay, if suppose, but in general both the forms are acceptable. Suppose if you are saying gas, okay, if you are saying gas, this is ending with S. So what are you supposed to do according to the rule? You need to add one more S to this and then add ES. This is the rule, but in general this is also acceptable, right? So this is the exception in this particular rule. Very few cases, like in very few cases we'll come across, suppose fez, fez, it becomes fezzes. whatever is the letter. If it is S, you will double the S. If it is Z, you will double the Z. Okay, and add ES. That is the exception here. Right? The next rule is if a singular noun ends in Y. Okay, if a singular noun is ending in Y. Which rule number is this? 6 or 5? Okay, whatever may be the number. Okay. So, if a noun is ending in Y, then how will the noun be transformed? In simple, if a noun ends in Y and it is having a vowel before it, if it has a vowel before it, then what will happen? You simply need to add S. Then add S directly to make its plural form. Like suppose, boy, boy. So this is ending in Y. The preceding letter is a vowel. Okay. So then how will the plural be? You will simply add S here. You will simply add S here. So then it will become boys. That is the plural form. But suppose if a noun is ending in Y and if it has a vowel, we are adding S. If it has a consonant, if it has a consonant before it, then what are you supposed to do? Replace Y with I and add ES. That means otherwise you can simply say add IES. Simply say add IES. Like you can say city. City. This is ending with a Y. The preceding letter is a consonant. So according to the rule, you need to replace the Y with I and add ES. So therefore, the plural will become cities. The plural will become cities. Did you understand? Whenever a singular noun is ending with a Y, you will get its plural form based on the vowel or consonant before it. If there is a vowel before the ending letter, then you will simply add S to make it into plural. If there is a consonant, you will replace the Y with I and add ES to make it into its plural form. Right? So that is about this rule. So the next is if a singular noun is ending with O. Okay? If a singular noun is ending with O. Ends with O. Then add ES. Add ES at the end, like tomato. Tomato. The plural will become tomatoes by adding ES. Similarly, potato. It will become potatoes. So you understood? Whenever a noun is ending with O, then the plural will be formed by adding an ES to it. Okay, there are some exceptions to this also. But in some cases, what is an exception? Exception is something which does not follow the rule. In most of the cases, that is the rule. But in some cases, it won't follow the rule. Okay? So, like in photo, it ends with a O. It ends with a O, but it will not follow the rule. It will become its plural by simply adding S. Photos. Like piano. pianos, hallow, hallows. Okay, these are all exceptions. You can even say volcano, volcanoes. This is an exception to an exception. That means, especially when talking about volcano, this is unique, we can say. Unique means it can form its plural by either adding s or even adding es. Both are correct. So this is unique for volcano. Right? These are the exceptions for the rule of word ending with O. Right. Now if a noun ends in US, not United States, but ending with a US at the end. Okay, these are all again things which are supposed to be remembered. Which rule number is this? 7, 8 I think. Yeah. So, if a noun ends with US, the plural will be formed with an I at the end. That means you will be replacing US with I. These are special cases, like in cactus. It will form its plural by simply adding I at the end. Cacti. We'll be saying focus, foci. Okay? Foci, focus, foci and cacti. Okay? So these are the exceptions. You might ask like when it is bus, B-U-S. Okay? So not in that case, but these are exceptional cases. That is why like they have been specially told. Right? So similarly, whenever a noun is ending with is, these are, you can say, like special cases of remembering. You need to remember the plurals and the singulars for this particular things which I am telling you now. Suppose if it is ending in is, if a noun is ending in is, the plural is formed by adding es. By adding es. Analysis. This is the singular. Analysis is the singular. The plural will be analysis. Pronunciation will also be similar. Cis and cis. Okay. Ellipsis. Okay. Ellipse. Ellipsis. Okay. Ellipsis. Ellipsis. Like that. So, whenever it is ending with, so cactus, cacti, focus, foci, analysis, analysis, ellipsis, ellipsis. Okay. Now suppose if it is ending with, if a noun is ending with on, then its plural is formed with an a as an ending. Like phenomenon. This is the singular. Phenomenon is the singular. Phenomena. Phenomena is the plural. Similarly, criterion. The plural will be criteria. By adding a at the end. Okay. So these are the exceptions we can see. Now, some nouns are in such a way that they don't change its form at all. Some nouns don't change their form. They will be the same both for singular and plural. That means some nouns will always be seen in the singular form. They will be appearing in singular form, but the plural is also singular only. Some nouns should always be taken in plural only, but the singular is also plural. Right? Like for example, you can say some nouns don't change their form. That means singular and plural will be singular. Like in sheep, whether it is one sheep or a flock. Okay, you will be calling it as sheep only. Both are singular. Both are singular, both are plural. For plural also you will be using sheep only. You won't be saying sheeps. It is not sheeps, it's sheep only. Whether it is singular or plural. Similarly, deer. Deer is also same. Deer is also singular and plural are same. Fish. Fish is also same. You might say like we'll be using fishes. That fishes is for various varieties of fishes. If it belongs to the same group of fish, you will be calling it as fish only. You won't be saying the plural as fishes. When there are varieties of fish, one goldfish, some other kind of fish, some sharks, all varieties of fish, then you will be calling it as fishes. But if it is only a group, I have got one fish and some fish, not some fishes. I went out for fishing and I caught some fish, not I caught some fishes. If it is fishes, when you will catch different varieties of fish. Or I went to a market and brought some fish. I went to market and brought some fish. That indicates that you have brought few fishes of the same variety. But when you go out for fishing, I went for fishing and caught some fishes. That indicates that you caught some varieties of fishes. Okay? So fishes is not the plural of fish. Fish and fish both are same for singular and plural as well. Okay? Similarly, some nouns should always be used in plural form only. Some nouns should always be used in plural form. Like scissors. Both singular and plural are same because you will be having a pair. We have to say a pair of scissors. Okay? Similarly, we will be wearing pants. You should not say pant. Pants. You will be wearing it for both the legs, right? So, pants. A pair of pants. Or trousers. Trousers. You can't say trouser. It's trousers. Trousers are also for both singular and plural. Trousers. Where is my trouser? Where are my trousers? So, you have to use are, not is. Okay? If you are asking where is my trouser, it is wrong. So, where are my trousers? Where are the scissors? It's not where is the scissor. It's where are the scissors. Socks. You'll always wear two. Okay, a pair of socks. You won't say sock. Did you ever hear anybody saying sock? It is not sock. You will be saying socks. So, here in this, whether they are singular or plural, both are taken as the same in plural form only, like shoes, a pair of shoes. Okay? So, this is about some nouns don't change their form. You can find more number of nouns. You can just think of many nouns, or like you can look around you and you can just frame many different kinds of singulars and plurals. Okay. Now, till now we were discussing about regular nouns. Okay. Till now we were discussing about regular nouns. But there is something like irregular nouns. What are irregular nouns? In particular, when we are talking about irregular nouns, this irregular nouns will not follow any particular rule. There are no particular rules for this irregular nouns. Only thing which we need to do is, standardly we have to memorize them. We have to remember them like that only. Okay? We have to remember the irregular nouns. There are no rules how the plural is formed. The singular and the plural form has to be memorized. Like man. Man. The plural will become men. Woman. Woman. It is women. Pronunciation is women. Okay, not women. It's not women, it's women. Women, women. Like child, children, child, children. Goose. Some which are like has to be memorized. Geese. Goose, geese. It is something like a duck. Okay, like your tooth. You'll be using tooth. Tooth is singular. What is the plural? Teeth. You won't say teeth brush. You won't be saying it as teeth brush for all the teeth. But it is toothbrush. Right? If it is only one person will say. Person is singular. If there are many, you will be saying it as so many people. So person is singular, people is plural. Suppose foot, foot, one foot or feet, so many feet. Foot and feet, like one mouse, many mice, right? Is it understood? So when you are talking about irregular nouns, they has to be memorized in the same way as they are, right? So these are about singular nouns and plural nouns. So I hope you have understood it and liked it. Please do practice them, try to look around you and try to make the plurals of all the things, people, animals, anything which comes across, so that you will know how to apply the rules, how the rules are being applied on various kinds of nouns. So please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.